Hello, welcome to my tutorial for these reusable cotton round pads and this mesh laundry bag. These reusable cotton rounds are a more eco-conscious alternative to single-use cotton rounds. These can be used to remove makeup, tone the face, or wash the face. I use the soft polyester side to wash my face daily and the 100% cotton side to gently exfoliate my skin. These are very easy to throw in the wash and reuse. Let's get into the tutorial for the cotton round and wash bag set. The materials that you will need are 100% cotton fabric, 100% polyester washcloth, sheer mesh fabric, this is optional, iron-on stabilizer, a zipper, cutting tools, measuring tools, marking tools, optional, spray adhesive or spray stabilizer, and a sewing machine with at least a zigzag stitch capability. First, press your cotton fabric and find a circular ruler or a round object with a diameter of at least 2.5 inches. Trace and cut 12 circles. The polyester cloths that I use can be found in the bath section of many stores. I found this 12-pack at Ross. These are 100% polyester. My cloths have two textures, so I trace 6 on each side. You will need to trace and cut a total of 12 circles. If you are using the iron-on stabilizer method, repeat tracing and cutting of 12 circles. If you are using the spray adhesive stabilizer, then take your cotton round wrong side up and spray generously. Take the polyester circles and place the side with the pencil markings down. This is important since we are not using a serger. After piecing these pieces together, press them with the iron. If you are making these with the iron stabilizer, you will take your stabilizer piece and put the shiny side up. Face the wrong side of the cotton fabric down onto the stabilizer. Then you will iron until they are stuck together. Make sure the pencil mark side of the polyester is facing the stabilizer side. You will then clip or pin the polyester round to the cotton round. You will repeat this for all your pieces. Before we start sewing, no matter which stabilizing method you are using, be sure to trim the edges of your round so that the edges are clean and match up nicely as a circle. This is important since we are not using a serger. I am using an edge finishing stitch and a hem foot, but if you do not have either, use a zigzag stitch. Just make sure that your needle catches the edge of the fabric. Start sewing with the cotton side down and sew around the entire perimeter of the circle. Flip your round over and sew around the perimeter with the other side. Sew as close as you can to the edge. The more times you sew around the circle, the more of a serge look you will get. Repeat the same process for the iron down stabilizer rounds. When you are done sewing, trim your threads and you are complete with your project. Okay, so now we are done sewing the raw edge on these. I want to show you how they look different based on the type of interfacing you used. So these are the ones right here that we did with the iron-on stabilizer, and so they are nice and flat. They have a good shape to them, and then when you wash them they shouldn't get too disfigured. And then we have the ones that we did the spray on glue. These are both that we sprayed the glue on. These, you can see, they have a nice shape to them as well. A little bit of warping, but not too bad. And then when you wash these, they shouldn't get too wrinkly. They might get a little bit, but they won't change shape enough for you to not be able to use them. And then the importance of using interfacing with these, I just want to show you. These are ones that I did not use the interfacing on, and they have been washed, used quite often. They were pretty warped and wiggly to begin with, and after being washed a few more times, you can see not quite easy to use. They just have a warped shape to them. So that's why it's important to use like a spray adhesive or an iron-on stabilizer, so you have a nice flat cotton round that just looks nice, and you don't have to unfold it to use it to wash your face. Now let's move on to the mini laundry bag tutorial. Start by cutting an 8.5 inch by 11 inch cotton rectangle. Iron your rectangle in half long ways and cut down the middle. You should have two 4¼ inch by 11 rectangles. Now cut a 4¼ inch by 11 inch rectangle of your mesh fabric. Now take one of your cotton rectangles and pin down one side, long side, along the mesh, pinning right sides together. At your sewing machine, sew down the side using an edge finishing stitch and a hem presser foot to prevent fraying. Open the rectangle that you just sewed together and take the other cotton rectangle that you have and pin along the long edge, right sides together. You will sew this down as well. Once you are done sewing, you should have a square piece. Iron down your square and be sure to use a scrap piece of fabric to protect your mesh from the hot iron. We are now going to turn over the seams. Fold the seams back towards the cotton fabric and iron. Do this to both sides. Once the seams are crisply folded back and visible through the mesh top, stitch on your sewing machine using your basic presser foot and a straight stitch. Stitch 1/8 of an inch away from the mesh edge and go down both sides. Adding a straight stitch creates a finished look and keeps the seams from being seen through the mesh. Now switch your presser foot back to the hem foot and the edge finishing stitch and sew along the raw edge of the top and the bottom of your square to prevent fraying. Now you are ready to attach the zipper. For this pouch, you will need at least an 11-inch zipper. You cannot use a smaller zipper than your square or your bag will have to be cut smaller. You can use a longer zipper, just be careful when you are trimming your zipper to size. I am using this 11-inch zipper. It fits perfectly for my bag. Face your square right side up and place your zipper face down. Line your zipper up with the square edge. Pin along the edge of the fabric and the zipper edge together. Using your zipper foot and a straight stitch, stitch along the edge and be careful not to sew too close to the zipper teeth. Place your zipper and fabric correct side facing up and press with your iron. Use your regular presser foot and straight stitch and sew along the zipper edge to top stitch. Take your square and face it correct sides up and fold the bottom edge to the top edge of your zipper and pin together. Here I am moving the zipper head out of the way by moving it down. I am also using my zipper presser foot. You should begin your straight stitch about an inch, stop, and then move the zipper head up out of the way and continue your straight stitch all the way down. Turn your pouch correct side out and press with your iron. Next we will top stitch the other side of the zipper with our regular foot and straight stitch. Completely open your zipper and sew all the way down along the zipper edge. Open your zipper a couple of inches and turn it inside out. Choose which will be your top and which will be your bottom. You want to lay your bag flat and make sure the zipper is straight, and then you will pin along the edges. It is important that you leave your zipper open so you can turn your bag inside out after straight stitching along both sides. This is optional, but I am using the hem presser foot and the edge finishing stitch to prevent unraveling on both sides of the pouch. Now you can turn the bag correct side out and you are all done with your project. Thank you for watching my video on how to make these reusable cotton rounds and laundry bag. If you would like to see how I made this cute little scrunchie, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of my sewing tutorials.